Hey everyone, want to stick with us versus herd. If you want to join our options trading Discord, link is below in the description, along with our options trading group on Facebook. And if you want to join the options trading live stream, I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. Link is below in the description as well. Now, if you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson, and give me a big thumbs up if you like if you like the content here. Today, I did close the day up $309 in realized profit, just kind of going real low and slow. I mean, the market is still open right now. The only position I have on right now is Goldman Sachs. I'm going to go over kind of what I think the market's going to do here, what the plan is. And I do have a Goldman Sachs debit spread on it right now. Right now, I'm in December. I am on Goldman. I am long the 215, short the 210, and I bought that for $1.15 debit. So it cost me $1.15. You can make about $385 off this at max profit. I'm probably looking to let it go around like the 220, 218 area, but right now I'm just kind of holding on to that. Now I have been trading a little futures, just kind of scalping a little bit here and there. HD, I played the fade, made a little bit of money. NIO this morning, I also played the drop this morning, but NIO was a little bit crazy. Let me go into there real quick. NIO, I played the drop down into here. I didn't capture the full thing. I sold it right around here, like 44.50. It all came down all the way down to 42.60. And the main thing that I've been thinking about in this market is just taking my gains, even if they're small, take the 10, 20% and keep stacking them. As you can see my P&L, that's exactly what I've been doing. Sure, I'm not making the thousands or $100 that we're used to, but we are making small, consistent gainers, and this all added up to $300, which is, it's a solid day. It's not, no one's going to get rich off of it, but it's a solid day. Now, excuse the background here and what's going on. I'm in between moving right now. Temporarily set up in this spot, just trying to get things figured out. So bear with me right now. Now SPG was a good trade. I was trading the December 80 puts on this. I did sell too early on SPG. So SPG is a Simon Property Group. I bought it for 470, sold it for 590. Solid trade, right? Now, that put is currently going for the 80 put. It's going for about 620. The thing about this is the bid ask is a little bit wide. But Simon Property Group, what I was looking at on SPG was today they did have a secondary offering. It was up on that. So I played that news and I caught the fade into here. So I sold that. I placed the trade on SPG at 1140. This morning, so right in here, I caught it. I thought it was going to fade, and then I sold it at 130. So right down in here, caught the drop here, and now it's having another leg down. The market actually just closed. So, that was. Today is a crazy day. But SPG on the 1 year where I was mainly playing was this resistance. Every time it's popped up to 80 or above 80, it's getting dropped. And it is a play on retail. SPG, Simon Property Group, is a commercial retail company and with holdings. So today what we did notice was that if we look at SPY just closed. We just had some wicked price action right in here, and right now I think it's what we've been saying for a while. The market and reality are not lining up, and I think today they just started to catch up. New York just said that they're going to be closing schools. In Illinois, we went into what they call Tier 3 lockdown that starts this Friday. Bars, gyms, hotels, everything is closed for the most part, and they said if you can work from home, shelter in place. So the numbers are off the chart, and now we've had this amazing run. But now I think that we're probably in this channel, which we've been talking about for a while, where, it's going to be range bound between 360 and 320, 330 area, which, that's a 10% range. But this is, it's not good for long-term shareholders. I mean, consolidation, I mean, is good for long-term shareholders, but for immediate returns, not great. But for options traders, this is going to be heaven. This is our paradise. This is where we're going to make money, where we can make money going long, we can make money going short, and we just play the range. We don't care what happens in the world. We're just going to be playing this range and keep it going. So I think that this is going to pop back down. It already has popped back down in the range below 360. I think that we are going to probably be targeting 345 on SPY. We're going to be getting some huge moves as more states take more action in terms of locking down and being more aggressive, because the virus is out of control. And right now we don't have the vaccine. Even though the market was moving on the vaccine, we're not going to have the vaccine available to everyone for quite some time. So that is what is moving the market right now. And we also had, there were a bunch of earnings trades, Target, some of the retailers did great. Target did great, but they're fading off. So this is a market wide sell-off. And then you can kind of look at like Zoom today, I mean, was pretty chill, and then exploded up to 420 on this news. I mean, just ripped. It ripped from sub 4 to 420. I mean, in a matter of minutes, it was up to 417, 418 area. This is huge. So this is definitely a COVID play. COVID news. Peloton is up huge too. DocuSign also up huge. Ripped from 210 to 216. So this is definitely some action on the COVID news. Now, if you look at Boeing got the 737 MAX clearance today, and they gave it all up and then some. I mean, the pre-market hit a high of 226, and I was kind of saying this morning in the live stream, like, you want to be very careful of this area, because if you look, last time had major rejection from this area all the way down to 166, 170. I mean, that's horrible. Go from 230, almost 240, down to 166 in a matter of 3 days. And look at this thick red rejection candle. We gapped up and it gave it all back and then some. So be very careful right now, even though the 737 MAX is clear. I mean, if we go back into lockdown, this is going to severely damage travel, hospitality, and Boeing is, obviously at the top of the list. I mean, a lot of these stocks that are running, pretty high, like Goldman Sachs today, short of this as well. Banks have been running super hot. I think that it's going to come back down into this range that it was in on Goldman Sachs, around like the 215, 210 level, right in here. And it could go down to 200, but right now I'm pretty much targeting the 215, 210 level, knock back into there, kind of like what SPY did. Now Q's never really punched back out to all-time highs, which is pretty troubling, because tech has been running, but now on the COVID news, I'm not going to as you can see, I have been shorting the NASDAQ, just the minis, pretty much every day. I've been shorting, and you want to be careful with the COVID news, because tech has been running hot. With the COVID news, Amazon, let's see what they did actually today. Even Amazon sold off, but Amazon typically has been running pretty hot. Tech has been running pretty hot due to strength in remote working. Stocks like Zoom, AMD, Nvidia, and Nvidia actually had earnings today after hours. So let's see what Nvidia is doing. So the expected move on Nvidia is plus or minus $30. Only I didn't trade it because it had 82% IV, which I thought was relatively low. But looking at it now, it's not really doing anything. I don't know when they're supposed to report. They might be reporting. So they were reporting after hours today, but it doesn't look like the numbers have come out yet. But this is bad. Qs are getting shredded right now. S&P futures are tanking still. We're gonna see some havoc here, and a lot of people that got sucked in long are definitely gonna have a hard time. Now, one thing about Apple's been a good trade. It's been stuck under 120. I think Apple's gonna come down to the 115 area, 110. It just couldn't get above 120. So, I think that the market is finally starting to wake up. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below where you think things are heading. But I think volatility is on the rise. We have also TLT up again. It was kind of crashing to this morning into the afternoon, and we just started ripping. And then if you look at like VIX just skyrocketed back up to 24, VXX back above 19 right now, as the market is just kind of getting a little skittish right now on what's happening with the coronavirus. So if you watch this video to the end, comment, watch the end, and as always, stay safe, stay green, and keep your risk low. This is Us versus Herd.